Welcome back once again to the U.S. Gymnastics Championships at the Coliseum in Denver, Colorado. I'm Joel Myers alongside Tim Daggett, and one of the top five, Trent Dimas, currently standing third, gets ready for his final apparatus, the pommel horse. And Tim, whenever you talk to any other gymnast, they say this is the one area that they like the least.
Yeah, they are scared, especially in this situation. Last event in his first major championships, this is a hairy one.
I feel this is the one apparatus where you see gymnasts fall off of more than any other.
That's right. The slightest mistake brings disaster. Nice handstand position. Once again, a composed kid.
Appeared to be a bit of a break at the end.
You know, he really didn't do anything phenomenal in that routine, but I'm sure you see the look on his face right there. He's just happy he got off without a major fall.
Trent Dimas has just completed his final apparatus, the pommel horse. The degree of difficulty, not really all that spectacular, Tim.
Yeah, that's right. He really didn't blow us away with anything, but he did manage to basically struggle through an exercise without a major deduction.
Started the final rotation in third position and will not move up. A very disappointing score of 9.25.
Up till now, it has been a dogfight between the top three competitors. Each one of them had the opportunity to capitalize and to come home national champion, and with that routine, he will not do it.
So Trent Dimas not dynamic enough and not clean enough on the pommel horse. With that 9.25, you can see the disappointment because he's just taken himself out of the running. So it's a showdown now between the top two. John Roethlisberger from the University of Minnesota, Chris Waller there from UCLA, who has said before he doesn't think the American men are motivated enough on the international scene.
I think a lot of American gymnasts are just plain old too conservative in their gymnastics, regardless of what sort of skills they're doing or the kind of gymnastics they're doing. But they're more worried about missing than they are about going after the gold or first place.
The knock against Chris Waller in recent years has been he always gets the job done, but there's that one apparatus that always gets him, and now he's completed 5. This is his final.
Yeah, I've never seen Chris Waller have a flawless competition, and let's see if he can do what he says he's going to do and go out there and go for the gold, because it's all within his grasp.
Second behind John Roethlisberger as he mounts the parallel bars.
We're looking for locked arms and steady handstands. Oh boy, and that's a major error. Those 3 hand placements. You know, over and over again all day long we've said that this kid is a definite threat, but he's never been able to put the entire competition together. And we just basically saw him completely open the door for John Roethlisberger.
And a little bobble as well on his dismount.
And you know, Chris looks a little bit upset at this point, and I'm sure the first thing that popped into his mind as soon as he took that first hand placement in the handstand was, my God, I've done it again. I can't believe it.
Are we looking at a possible Olympian in Barcelona in '92?
Oh, there's no doubt. We're looking at a kid that could actually be a medalist on certain events in Barcelona. But he's got to overcome this problem. He had done it up until this point. The parallel bars demands that you don't pick up your hands and move it, just as he's doing right there.
And those changes in the hand position cost him 1/10 of a point for each movement. And a huge setback, a 9.35 for Chris Waller. So Waller, the UCLA Bruin, has failed to capitalize on his opportunity to overtake the leader, John Roethlisberger. But let's not forget, Roethlisberger still has one final apparatus. It's his 6th rotation. When we come back, we'll be crowning a new champion. Will it be the young man from the University of Minnesota? We'll be right back to find out if Roethlisberger can hang on to his lead. Leader John Roethlisberger getting ready for his final apparatus. The only thing that separates him from the men's championship, the pommel horse.
Yeah, and it's a scary apparatus, let me tell you. These are some very tense times.
And not only for the one who's competing on the pommel horse, but also for the young man who's in second place right now, Chris Waller. You can see the anguish that he's going through.
He cannot believe that he opened the door for this kid.
Only needs a 9.15, but so often you see them fall off the pommel horse.
Yeah, that's right. Just the slightest mistake on this apparatus. A 9.15 sounds like a completely easy score, but it is not, especially on this apparatus.
A good clean start for John Roethlisberger.
No major breaks thus far. Boy, all he has to do is get off the horse without a major deduction, and he's got it. And there it is. He's got it. National champion.
John Roethlisberger without a major flaw. And Tim, as his father, Fred, comes over as coach at the University of Minnesota, they feel it already. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's really a special thing to coach someone to a national championship, and it's probably 10 times the feeling when that somebody happens to be your son.
He needed to stay on the horse, which he did, and good rhythm as well.
Yeah, that is the key. He had excellent rhythm throughout this routine. His body is nice and high, elevated above the horse at all times. I just cannot get over how composed this kid is at 19 years of age. He walked up to that apparatus like it was just a stroll through the park.
We're looking at another young man that you could see a lot of over the next couple of years, leading up to Barcelona in '92. And in second place, going into the final rotation, Chris Waller. Watching the performance of John Roethlisberger, and he does not even need to wait. Even though Roethlisberger only needed a 9.15, Waller doesn't need to wait for the judge's official ruling. Needed the 9.15 and gets a 9.6, so we have a new men's champion. What a feeling it has to be for his father, Fred, his coach at the University of Minnesota, to have another champion in the Roethlisberger family, continuing that great tradition. Our final results in the men's division: Roethlisberger hangs on to defeat Chris Waller. Lance Ringnauld taking the third spot, with Dimas in fourth and Keswick rounding out the top five.
And in first place in all-around competition, scoring 114.3 from University of Minnesota, John Roethlisberger.
There isn't a family in the building that is feeling better than the Roethlisberger family. Sister Marie, it may be the proudest moment for Fred Roethlisberger in his gymnastics career.
Top 8 all-around competitors.
You know, as a coach, you spend your life hoping that you'll get to experience a feeling just like that.